Welcome to the League One Game of the Week, and Leon Price is not here once again. The debate rolls on after he left Workington Town controversially this week, and I'm replaced by two stars of the Keighley Cougars, the high-flying Keighley Cougars in a way. Jamie Thackeray, Benny Hardcastle. Jamie, you've come to set the record straight, mate. You aren't happy. You aren't happy that people have not been commenting on the amazing Keighley Cougars. Here's your chance, mate. Straight to camera. Tell us what you know.
No, it's a bit frustrating when you're saying the best team at the moment is Unset Hawks because they're near the top of the league, aren't they? But we'd be top if we didn't get a 12 points deduction. You know, we're not hearing much about Keighley at the moment, are we? But we like it that way, don't we? Yeah. We like being the underdogs.
Benny, you're in the try of the week this week. You're in the running for an amazing intercept, and you said you were running in treacle.
Yeah, it felt like I was never going to get there. Yeah. I think another 5 metres and I got caught by the winger on the far side, but I just fall over the line. So, yeah, I got there in the end.
Mate, talk to me about life at Keighley at the moment, because you've got a real kind of... you've got two new owners, so a bit characters getting you doing the cougar crawl. Tell us a bit about these crazy guys, and also about what it's like being a player at that club, what you've been through this year.
It's a great club. Obviously, the new owners they've got the club back to where it was. We didn't know whether they were going to be a club in January. All lads pulled together. The new owners come back and bought the club, and obviously they're doing great things there, and it's shown on the field now at the minute. And
an adopted Hull lad. You used to work at KR in the foundation. What's that like day to day?
It's good. It's a great job, obviously, going out and passing on skills for the young kids out in the community in different schools, primary and secondary. So it's pretty good.
When they're struggling, do you ever just walk around training like, Chainsy, you do know I'm a superstar in League One, I could do a job for you?
I keep out the way. But Bonzi, the kit man, always says that to me. I've been knocking on the door to Tim, telling him about you, but I think that time's passed now.
Time's passed now. So, Fax, how's life in Hull? Are you still enjoying your time over there?
Yeah, it's okay, mate. It's okay. You know what, I'm tempted to look back at moving to Leeds. I'm thinking about it. So
seriously?
Yeah.
The King of Hull returns to Leeds.
Yeah, I've done my damage and all now. I think it's time to move on. Do you know what I mean? But it's a good place. You know, good people. Yeah, it's rugby mad in it all. You know, everywhere you go, you have a chat with someone. And
do you find it hard to walk around Hull when he's signing autographs everywhere he goes?
Try and stay away from him.
Let
him go around on his own.
Can have a picture down at Tickle? Yeah, of course you can.
Let's talk about this year, Thax. It's like you said, you will be top.
Yep.
Now, what's the goal? Like internally from the squad, what's the chat?
I just says let's knock the 12 points off, get on 0, didn't I? And I says look where the league table is then, see if it's a realistic goal. I don't know if it's a top 5 or 6. I'm still not sure. Do you know
top
what it
5,
is?
I think.
Top 5. Yeah. Well, top 5 at Mets on 6 points, so we're 3 games away from that. Do you know? So we've set a goal of just knocking them 12 points off, start on 0. Then I think we should just all sit down and say, look, boys, we've played a couple of good teams now. When we know we can match them. You know, we've got Newcastle this week coming, and then we're playing again week after as well. So I don't know what team is going to put out this week. 'Cause it's like that cup game this week. So we'll know where we're at, you know, because we've had quite a lot of home games, really, haven't we? Yeah. We've played a few of the lower teams, less teams, as so-called, away. Obviously, one easy, but we haven't played a really decent team away as yet, except for Whitehaven, which we bluffed that one, didn't we? We were 16-0 up, and we really could have won that one, really, couldn't we?
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts, Benny, on the 1895 Cup?
I think it's a good cup. Obviously, it's extra games in there for the teams playing in that league, and obviously playing against the teams in the I Division within the Championship. Whether somebody from League One could win it, I don't know, but you never know. It's a cup; anything can happen.
Would that be your dream, Thax? You've had more clubs than Tiger Woods, and do you feel like
one
more trip to Wembley could be on the cards?
I just says it to guys. I says, you know what, we should go all out to try and do well. Do you know, we played Bradford. We played Bradford the other week. Who were a very good team. I think they won the last 7 on trot. We run them close. It finished 14-12. It could have gone either way.
You felt like it were a bit harsh.
I think we got robbed. You know, penalty count 13-2. I think it speaks for itself there. Do you know what I mean? A few harsh calls, in my opinion, and 3,000 people there probably thought the same thing as well. Do you know? But like you say, on us day, we are quite hard to beat at home, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We've got. I don't say we've got any superstars. Well, there's one maybe, but 1 or 2. But we just find a way to win. Do you know? Even when we were down and out yesterday, weren't we? We were 16-0 up straight away. We got into like a fight with them, and then as heads went, then it was penalty, drop ball. And then last 10 minutes again, we just find something and just come alive for 10 minutes and just blow teams away. It's quite good, really, isn't it? There's a good buzz at that team, isn't there?
Yeah.
I say I've played at a lot of teams, and I said to you the other week, didn't I? I said, there's something about them that just gets you going. It's a weird feeling, really.
That's thoughts on Leon Price being sacked at Workington or leaving the club. Either way, he's not there anymore after doing an amazing job. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm shocked, really. Are you? You know, like when someone put in group chat, Leon's being sacked. I couldn't work it out. We really don't know what's going on. Everyone's keeping their lips closed, so you don't know, do you? But yeah, we're shocked. We were all shocked, to be fair.
I can't believe it. I'll be honest with you, I can't believe it. It's crazy.
No effort that he's put in and players he's got up there. Do you know what I mean?
Penke, Danny Tickle.
Whether they're going to stay now, you know what I mean. But they've got all the new board at Workington out there. Obviously, when I was there, they had some decent guys there, but I think most of them have left now. Do you know? But yeah, shocked really.
Good luck to Liam. We'll see you back
in
here. We can tell us about it all next week. I'm sure we'll get the full warts and all. Let's start off with Whitehaven versus Newcastle, and it was a 12-all draw. Some interesting. What would like to play Whitehaven? Obviously, been up there.
It's a tough place to go. Anybody you speak to, they say going up to Whitehaven, it's a really tough place to go. They've got a big pack, and they just play the same. But we went up there with our squad thrown together over a month or so, first game, and I think we should have won, and a lot of people said we should have won. But obviously we come out in the end on the wrong end of the result. Kieran
Gill scoring the only try for Newcastle. Jamel Coleman, brother of Jermaine, kicking 4 goals. Dave Thompson, Jordan Bird scores tries for the hosts and led 12-6. But Newcastle, obviously Dennis Betts there, Sam Finnegan, they're going to be wanting a big year now. That's pushing on.
Yeah, as I said, they brought 2 big names in, haven't they? You know,
yeah.
I think it's going to change things. It always does, doesn't it? You bring a big name in from 2 big clubs, and it makes you play. But I think it does personally as well. As soon as you get that coach there, you want to prove what you've got to offer. You know, no disrespect to all coaches, but they're there before. But when you get a big name like Dennis Betts in, you're going to have a go at it.
Let's go over now to Cougar Park as we see the Cougars taking on the Workington Town.
Penkovic to Farrell. Farrell wide ball. Oh, it's intercepted now. Great intercept there from Ben Hardcastle. He positioned himself well. He read the play, and he's going to go the length of the field here and opening the scoring for the Keighley Cougars. Opportunity there for Workington down that short side, but Ben Hardcastle, he read the play, took the intercept, goes the length of the field. Great work from him. The Cougars now back on the attack. Ball goes out the back to Hardcastle. Goes out the back now to Miller. On to Seeley. Seeley to Hallett. Great hands to Prell. And that's a great finish in the corner for the Keighley Cougars. They extend their lead. That's the second try of the day from them. Lovely sleight of hand from those guys. Ball goes out the back again to Hardcastle. Short pass to Bailey. Bailey's twisting. He's turning. Trying to get his arm free. Gets tackled now short of the line. They're set up here on this right side. 2 lead runners out the back. They hit the lead on Parker, and Parker crashes over close to the line. That's a great try for the big fella. Keighley now. Last play, Hardcastle drives it deep in behind Farrell. He's got to come back for it. Oh, he fumbles. Oh, this is a great chase here from Wellham. Oh, fantastic tackle from young Wellham. Great kick chase there from him. Awesome kick from Ben Hardcastle, but complemented by a great chase from Wellham. Workington now on the attack. It's Forber. Short pass now to Scully. Nice late offload there, Forber. Nice right arm offload there to Duran. Ball goes wide out there to Hewitt, and Hewitt finishes in the corner. Great try there for the Workington side.
18-6 up at half-time, boys. Firstly, congratulations on the win. First game for the club without Prices. Did that have effect on the players mentally? Because I put something on Twitter, and I think Penke commented on it saying it was crazy. Do you think that had effect on the boys?
Oh, they didn't start slow, really. Did we? I think we started probably best we started in a while, didn't we? Yeah. We normally start slow. We come out firing, you know, and before we knew it, we were 16 up. We normally let first 1 or 2 in and then kick and gear, do you know what I mean? And we was going uphill first half.
They had a couple disallowed as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did break us line a few times, but we've got a decent scramble as well, haven't we? Before we put a few through, Ollie Wilkes were running hard, and Penke just ripped us to pieces all game. Really, we did well contain him as much as we could, but he just destroyed us, didn't he? Really, yeah. 18-6
up, then you were 18-26 down, 20 unanswered points. And I will say it was when you were off the field. That's because, you know, what happened, you've got to be doing the 8 mate, I've told you.
I've been injured for 6 weeks. It's when we come back, so I'll forget an 18 if I end it here.
Well, how do you feel when you go off the field and they're winning easy and you sat there and the points start rolling?
No, I don't think they were winning easy when I went off. I think it was only winning by about 6, but They did have the tails up, didn't they? You know, like 4 of them coming onto the ball, Ollie coming back on. I think they came on back on for the last 20 minutes and they were just punching Ollins all over. And then you've got Penke coming from acting half back, putting his little chips in, running through them. He's a bag of tricks, and you don't know what he's going to offer, do you know. But we've got a few strike players that can score from anywhere, do you know. We've got that new winger, haven't we?
Taylor.
Is it Taylor? I can't say his name.
Taylor Pirelli, he's got a good one.
Yeah, he's simply scoring and that. We've got Macaulay in centre, haven't we, doing his thing. And as I say, when Feather comes on, he just carves it up the middle.
Because he came back on 2 late tries.
Yeah,
were he the difference maker for you on the day?
Yeah, he has, mate. And I'll be honest, he's been one of his best players so far this year, only by a mile, mate. He's come out of retirement again like me, and he's showing young guys the way. He's a very good player. And
yeah, you will be top, but you're not with that -1. But it's all to play for now.
100%.
Yeah, like we say, we're not that far off that team that sat in 6th and 5th position. There's only, I think, 3 wins, so hopefully a couple more wins and we'll be up there. If everybody's beating everybody like they are now, then who knows where we could end up. I am liking Crusaders, me though. I think when we played them at home, they give us a tough game. We won them at last minute, and they beat Doncaster at weekend, didn't they? Well, let's talk about that game. Yeah. Doncaster 10, North Wales Crusaders 12, and they've had a bit like Dewsbury. Yeah. I was thinking that. Yeah. They were losing games and now they're winning games and it seems to be turning. They made 2 successive victories. Obviously after a big win over Doncaster away at the Keighley, and Doncaster seems to be so up and down consistency-wise. What do you put that down to? I'm not sure. They have dual players on loan. I don't know if like 1 week there's 4 or 5 playing, or they're not getting Ul's team and then they're going to Doncaster. You know, I don't know if it's a settled team. Like I said, our team's nearly been the same all year. We haven't really changed and chopped. Do you know? It could be that, or it could be half-back partnership. You don't really know. I'm not too sure, but they're still tough. Last week when we played them, I thought the middles were real tough at Doncaster. You could feel them. You know, real physical game it was. Right, West Wales getting absolutely hammered at home by 72 points to 8 by Oldham. A dominant performance from Oldham, 44-4 up at half-time. It seems that they've slipped back into that routine after a strong start to the season, West Wales, to getting a few big numbers put on them recently. That must be really tough to take as a player. Yeah, definitely. They've lost a couple of players as well that have gone to London Scholars, a couple of Australian players that have come over, so I think that's a massive loss for them. I'm not sure if they're going to replace them players, but going up against a big Oldham team with players in there that are playing on the back like Richie Orchard and Dave Hewitt and things like that. Pitches are drying up now, aren't they? So it makes, once pitch starts drying up, once that bogging has gone, you see the better teams. You know, it levels it out a bit when it's raining and it's boggy as out. You know, we've just got Danny Langtree back as well from LFC, so he's a massive player for them. So when you're going up against a team with that quality, then it's going to be tough. Result of the round, without a doubt, I feel is London Scholars winning away at Hunslet 42-26. What's going on in this league? Hunslet at the top of the league flying. London Scholars, they were third, to be fair to them, but they've gone up there. Speaking to Jermaine Coleman, who's obviously the Jamaica coach as well. A few of the Jamaican boys doing really well this week, but that's got to be the result of the weekend. Did it surprise you when the results came through? I was sat, before the game thinking, like you thinking in your head, we'll get these 2 points today, and then you're looking down table. Yeah. The fixtures today, and I honestly thought they'd beat them. I really did. Did you really? Why? I don't know. Tell us why. I don't know. I went to go watch them the week when I was injured, and they've got some big forwards, haven't they? They've got a real big pack. Yeah, they've got a big pack. They're a tough team to beat, and I've played with. They've got Illy McCartney there. They've got. Johnny Magnan's gone there now. They've got players that I played with when I was at London that are decent players, and they've dropped down. Murray looks all right as well. Murray, I don't think he played. I don't know if he played at the weekend. Did he play? Not sure. But and then I heard it come up at 10 out saying, "Listen to this for result, boys." Well, we were still playing, and I heard it, and I had 40 something. I was like, but I had a sneaky feeling they could win, but I didn't think they'd win by 40 points. This week there's no League One games. Week off, and you're in the 1895 Cup, as we mentioned at the start of the game of the week. 1895 Cup. Dare to dream, Benny. Who knows? Any cup game. What do you mean for the fans to get to Wembley? It'd be absolutely massive. They pack that stadium every week now. You know, from where we came from last year to the new owners taking over, and obviously getting over 1,000 fans every week. So I think there'd be, if we did get there, I think the whole of Keighley would be there. To be fair. The fixtures this week in the 1895 Cup. 1895 Hunslet versus Workington. What do you reckon? I'm going for Workington. Workington? Yeah, I just think they're due a win now out there, and they were close at weekend. They've got some quality players on paper. You know, you look for the team. I'm not sure why they're not winning at the minute. You know,
I've got a very good team on paper, to be fair.
It'll be a good game, but I
You
think,
don't have to agree with him. You can go with who you want.
I do think Workington will win.
You
that
think
one.
Workington? I love Workington. See, I really love Workington. Price has turned me into a bit of Workington Town fan.
Yep.
I'm just disappointed he's not there, so I want to go Hunslet.
Yeah.
I'm still making a stand.
Yep.
Right. Newcastle versus Keighley.
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 I've got to say Keighley.
I'm going to go Newcastle. I'm joking.
Why are you lying?
I never. No, I think Newcastle, mate. It'll be tough up there.
It's going to be tough.
It's gonna be tough.
We don't know what team we're going to put out this week. We don't know how it's going to go. Do you know? They might try a few young kids. We're not sure what we're going to go with yet. So
We've always got to say we're going to win. We can't back against
as I say.
ourselves. You know.
Keighley. I'll go Newcastle, just to be different. Doncaster versus West Wales.
Yeah, I think Doncaster will bounce back this week. You know, like Sam, they're just losing each week by 2 and 4 points. There's no winning it. You know.
Oldham versus Whitehaven. Tough game.
I'll let you choose that one, Benny.
What do you reckon?
Good game.
Where's
Good
it at?
game. I think
It's up at Oldham.
At Oldham.
Oldham being at home, I think.
I think Oldham already played them at home and pumped them.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Oldham the only
Oldham.
team
Yeah.
to beat Whitehaven this year. So I think I'm going to go with Oldham.
I'll say Oldham, but I think it'll be close. But Whitehaven are on a roll at the minute, aren't they?
They're playing well, but
I'll go Whitehaven.
Can you just give us, to camera please, your best Cougar impression?
what do you mean?
The Cougar call.
Give us a bit of a Cougar.
No,
Thanks.
mate, I
Go
can't.
on.
It's embarrassing.
No, it's not. I want full claws Cougar.
I don't even know what it looks like.
Just-
What's it like?
Just give us a.
Yeah.
You can do better.
No, mate, I'm not
Go
doing
on,
it.
Thanks, please. Just to camera.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
No, you
this.
got claws up.
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
It's a
I'm
cat.
sweating
It's
here.
a big cat.
What is it?
That's what. Go on, but it's the Cougars inside.
He's got a little tiger in his can who doing it. He used to go Cougars with this little.
Jim Macca's guy took his daughter to the zoo the other week for her birthday.
And
And
it's got a
there's
tiger in it.
blow up balloon, and I was winding him up on the way to the game.
Right, big thanks to these two. We'll take you for some food.
Yeah.
Benny Hardcastle, Jamie Thacker, we'll see him back. Leon Price with us next week. We're going to hear all about what happened at Workington. Thanks for watching the League One Game of the Week. We'll see you next week.